Hello everybody, welcome to week 2 of the Blood and Tears team tournament. I'm going to concentrate on this, hopefully. And in the booth we've got Faemir and PC to do all the commentary, so thank you very much. Take it away, lads. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, welcome to this game of the Blood and Tears Championship, which includes a real prize money. So it makes one of the most relevant competitions in the last 10 years of Blood Bowl.
And I hate them.
And strangely, that's attracted a very large and quality field. Who would have guessed that would happen?
And now it is Jimmy with the Sons versus Imperial Nobility.
Imperial Nobility, of course, known for their stymie tactics. Very, very hard to get space out of them. They either fend you or they stand firm. They come with a big guy, so there's a nasty, nasty ogre that will try and smash some pieces up. And of course, we're a fairly standard build. And the two blitzers, which are the real scoring threats and usually the real sacking threats. Although, of course, one can't discount the bodyguards that all come with wrestle.
Yeah, and I thought Imperial Nobility, they were the substitutes of Bretonnians, but Bretonnians seems they are coming in the next few months to Blood Bowl tabletop, which is, I don't know, confusing.
Well, it's how I seem to have alienated at least half the people in your country of origin. Spanish very keen, of course, on Shirokov, the ousted president of the NAF, who wished to bring Bretonnians back. But of course, we would then now have 3 rosters. We'd have Nobility, New Bretonnians, and Old Bretonnians. And there are enough differences that I still think people would be hankering for the Old Bretonnian roster to remain, creating yet more problems.
Well, what can I say? The power games inside the NAV never end. One of the strongest organizations in the history of humankind.
Absolutely. The all-powerful committees, the ethics committee, the we make the rules up but we don't really committee, and of course the let's get rid of the president even though he was elected committees, do seem to have their sway, and I have no particular view on whether that should be the case. But I don't necessarily think Shirokov's plan was a good one. So the knobs are built as we would expect. The 4 bodyguards each have guard, as well as their natural wrestle and stand firm. One of the blitzers is coming with both blodge and tackle, so that's going to be an absolute nightmare for these Amazons to face. The other one, which is slightly hung out to dry, just comes with blodge. And then, of course, we have 3 retainers on the field, all of which come with fend. 3 are on the line of scrimmage, and 1 just over to the left as we look. Of course, Jimmy can't or won't be reversing the field. He'll want his players directly in front of him.
All right. And here starts first the block of Jimmy, push.
Now, a very standard setup for Jimmy this. Perhaps not maximising the hits on the line of scrimmage as others might, but ensuring that there is no danger on a blitz of those blodge pieces coming through and monstering his ball. So he will just get the 3 hits on the line of scrimmage, but he's already got...
Jimmy gets the first removal of the game. Not very common.
No, he's going to be very happy with that. As we've just been discussing before you arrived, anytime you can get numbers down, particularly early in a drive, even if they're coming back, it's to be celebrated.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, I don't think anyone could argue against that.
Now, of course, he can get 2 hits on this last retainer, and he is taking on the 4th retainer as his blitz, it would seem. I'm not convinced he would be marking it if he didn't plan to blitz it. Here comes that blitz. Another armor test for the AV. 8+ retainers. That one is a stun.
And that's another stand. And that's a lot of knobs that they're not going to match to do next time.
Well, I mean, as someone in chat has pointed out, it's going to be very odd for Jimmy to be coaching 11 players on his first turn. That's quite unusual for him. But he is going to feel a little diced about 3 armor breaks with only 1 removal.
Surely, because that's dicing. Everybody knows that. Oh, I mean, that was a blitz of all the blitzes.
Yeah, that's a choice.
That's I don't see anything that could have gone wrong on that play.
What a blockless instant blitz with your big guy when you haven't moved any of your other players at all. No, I thought that was perfect. No notes. It would have been interesting to see how would he have taken a both down, because of course in his defense that was a hit on one of the strength 4 pieces, and when you can get one of those, most people like to try and take it. If he could have removed it, if he'd got a pound there, that could have been very, very bad for Jimmy. But only a push leaves both strength 4 able to move this turn. We'll see if Jimmy... There is some space up the left-hand side of this. Let's see if Jimmy tries to take advantage of that once he's dealt with the line of scrimmage. The ball seems fairly safe. Even if this failed, it would still have to take an Amazon out to get anywhere near the ball. So he can take some chances here and not necessarily worry about, both downs on the line of scrimmage or something.
And here comes the power on the ogre. No armor break, but this could look like a foul.
Well, it's certainly set up for an incredible foul if he chooses to make it. Jimmy, of course, with 2 on the bench, so he might feel that this isn't a team dangerous enough that he needs to worry about getting 1 sent off. I think we're definitely building for the foul here, aren't we?
Basically do nothing. If it was the coach, I will blitzes with the tackle piece in one of the lane womans, because that is lots of chances of removing a player. Oh, a serious injury, massive foul, great foul. I would have done the same foul. At least, a 5, nearly a 6. So nice exchange then. A line woman for the ogre, and now things are much easier for Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, a good foul there. I mean, plenty of assists, 5 assists to break the armor, did do the job, removed the piece. You're not going to mind the line woman going. Obviously, it's better if she hadn't, but you're still numbers up. They're still 1 ahead, and that ogre is not coming back.
Exactly.
Not to try the Apo on a serious injury, which I think is probably right.
And if you would like to get rid of ogres, why not try some coaching? JimmyFantastic will give you an exclusive 1-to-1 session for 90 minutes. DM him on Discord or email jimmyfcoaching@gmail.com for more details. And for £300 more, I will be there offering my full support and full attention, giving the best advice you will probably ever hear in your life. For £200, I will be there, but I'll do nothing. And for £100, I won't even be there. You will be just giving me £100.
Which I hear people do online all the time, but usually to ladies with large breasts. I have seen Faemir in real life. I can confess he does have a very impressive chest, but he just doesn't have the sort of breast that I think would attract that level.
I don't think I have the kind of breast, chest that Blood Bowl coaches are interested in a big percentage. So which Apo PC? The Nobs doesn't have any Apo at all.
No, I did notice that, and it's interesting that he didn't use Jimmy's Apo to save his ogre. Is my correction there to Bombadil. So in terms of that, Jimmy of course has the Apo and 4 rerolls, a mighty 4 rerolls, because Amazons are ludicrously cheap, and the Nobs have 3, which isn't bad for Nobs, but it's still not as many as 4 because maths.
Evening in Real Slay City, and I want to remind everybody, if you go to Jimmy's Discord, you will also find in one of the channels my video of the last deadlift session that I had today. Deadlifting 210 kilos for 8 reps without a belt because I forgot it at home.
Will you be careful of that, my friend? I'd hate to see you injured to the point where you couldn't lift. Where would your life be then?
Don't worry, that's not going to happen. I'm super careful. Well, it could happen because it could happen to anyone, anytime, doing anything.
Of course.
Yeah. And Jimmy using hit and run. And I think, yeah, instead of 13 knobs, 12 and an apple sounds better.
Yeah, very nice from Jimmy here, making sure he's got some nice protection around the ball. The 2 key blitzer pieces are not in contact, but the 2 strength 4 blockers are. I wonder if we're going to see some action on those. Of course, the guard piece only has 1 guard facing it, so...
Okay, PC, your mic is getting static right now.
Okay.
Yes.
We've replugged. Hopefully that should solve it.
There you go, sorted.
So I am fearing for the guard blocker here. He does have the 2 assists now, if he has anything to hit it with.
All right. And now those sons with defensive are going to be... There you go. There you go. Defensive doing a thing.
So, of course, only a 1 die because defense had cancelled that guard.
It's absolutely insane that defensive works when is the piece being hit. You know, the piece being hit can cancel all the guards. Oh, tackle doing a thing. And it's an armor break. Ball based with tackle. But I think Jimmy's going to be able to get 2D on that bludger with tackle. I don't know, you guys can see the play.
Herp derp, base. This won't fail.
But I'm guessing there is a wrestle piece very close by. Now Fen doing a good job here.
There is a wrestle piece very close by, but unfortunately it's stunned. So we're probably going to hit it with something other than that.
Oh, is the one on the ground? I thought it was the one under it, the one that had...
Yeah, it's very tough to read where those symbols are, but yes, I mean, I've also got it up. Rather than watching Jimmy's stream, I've got my own stream, my own client up, and I can confirm it's the stunned one, of course, the blitzer.
Oh, yeah.
That has the wrestle. But he does have a strength 4 he could do it with, or just one of the ordinary Amazons. That is his choice. Gets the huge pow there.
Huge pow. It's all on the grease. Blood is all on the grease.
Chooses not to drop it on the strength 4, which I might have done.
I
but
think
instead he's using it as a second. Yeah, he's keeping it with the blitz piece, keeping it honest on the ground, and then using it as a second assist to try and knock this bodyguard over, which of course will stand straight back up where it is.
I think PC's in the future, because the stream is still not showing that.
Ah, sorry.
He's just repositioning the ball behind the guard and all that now. Oh, big stun. Hit and run, doing a thing. Oh my God.
Hit and run, to me, really shouldn't work on blocks. I think it's a blitzing skill, but it does. Jimmy very sensibly stepping out of the line of fire with that blitzer. And with the stun on the guard piece, of course, now the the tackle that I was worried about won't instantly be able to blitz without another assist going in. And Jimmy takes that space, so it can't.
And another POW on the stand firm piece, and it's an armor break. KO.
Huge removal there.
Well, this looks like happy days for the Amazons.
It is huge.
Huge. And you ask me, hit and run shouldn't exist. That skill shouldn't exist. But here we are.
But if the new toys don't come with a new skill, no one's going to buy them, Faemir. It's almost like you don't care about Games Workshop's profits.
I think we all know that doesn't matter which kind of plastic or metal Games Workshop launches, people will buy it anyway.
Yeah, you're probably right, to be fair. Now, he can still take a blitz with the tackle if he puts 2 guards in front, but that's really robbing the left side of the defense as we look. He's certainly thinning out a bit, and as well as one of the retainers or peasants being removed, which is good. Removing one of the bodyguards is excellent, and removing the ogre as well is fantastic. Yeah, dodge skill is a good skill, I've heard, and came into effect there. So the most dangerous piece on the knob side is back somewhere, probably useful next turn, which I think was the goal. Yet another 1 die here.
And another one.
Yeah, he doesn't mind a 1 die.
It's not that he has pieces to do, many 2 dice anyway.
Well, the second one I didn't mind because it is block versus no block, giving you lots of good outs there. Only a 1 in 6 chance of a fail.
And the Seducer of Trolls is not having luck with the dice.
No, at the moment you would have to say the knobs have not had particularly good dice, and they are down to just 8 pieces on the field against 10 Amazons. That's a pretty good place to be right now.
And there is a chance that the tackle piece gets hit this time.
If it doesn't, I'm going to be asking why not. But, there are other plans that would be good. And, of course, Jimmy himself without a tackle piece. So maybe he thinks that perhaps taking another lineman out or something would be useful. I could see that as a decision.
I mean, he could go left side easy and just keep the tackle piece, tagged and well, in fact, he could tag the whole knobs team, which seems is going to happen. Another piece and bites the dust. Hey, PT Boss, how you doing?
I know we do often talk about the mystical turn 6 as being the go turn, but if you're offered this much space right up the middle for half of your team on turn 5, it's usually not a bad idea to take it.
Yeah, I was thinking also, about the middle, but I thought the left was maybe a little better because there are less space close by.
I mean, the great thing here is there's also space around the right for at least 1 line woman to go that way. I'm very surprised it didn't. I thought it would wrap around behind the 3 knobs in the line. But instead, Jimmy's choosing just to pile up that central area.
He chose not to stand firm, which I think is the right choice. At least he's 1 square close to...
I don't think it's KO.
Huge. 12 into 9, huge KO, huge. Huge first half for JimmyFantastic.
Just in case Jimmy followed up to tag that other blitzer, the Blodge one, which I understand why Jimmy didn't, but I mean, he doesn't really need to is the issue why, but it was certainly tempting. Straight in with another 1 die. I mean, not that there's a lot of other options, but there are some. And looking for a 6 on a single dice, which is the equivalent of a POW on a 1 die, maybe not the greatest of choices.
Yeah. And you were asking how I'm doing. I'm doing well. I was doing a big week of deadlift today, 8 reps with 210 kilos. For reference, the maximum deadlift recorded of Henry Cavill, the actor of Superman and The Witcher, is 200 kilos for 1 rep. Did I eat with 10 kilos more? Yes. There is proof of it? Yes. Just saying, just saying. He's not bragging if it's true.
Sounds to me very much like you're saying you're more of a man than Henry Cavill could ever be.
I'm stronger than him. That's the only thing I can say, that I'm better than Henry Cavill. Probably also at Chivalry 2, I'm better than him because he has never played that game, I guess.
Well,
But for things that both of us do, that's the one I beat him.
Well, we don't know he hasn't played Blood Bowl. We do know he's a 40k fan, so we should feel some pity for him.
Yeah, I don't think if Henry Cavill play Blood Bowl, he will ever recognize it. Oh, Jimmy forced to use one of his 4 rerolls in turn 6. How unlucky. I'm not sure that I can speak more languages. I don't know how many languages he speaks Henry Cavill. I mean, he's from Krypton, you know?
Yes. Now, and to be fair, every time I've seen him, he has had makeup on, television or film makeup. And the time I saw you in real life, I don't think you did have makeup on. But
no, I didn't have any.
I still have to say, I do think he's the prettier man.
Yes, I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. As I said, he has more money, more success, and more that bat in the thing. Oh, that Pascal.
That's 2 rerolls used in the same turn. Shocking behaviours there.
And there you go, 2 rerolls left for Jimmy.
Now, a lesser man might be wondering how this ball's getting safe, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Those 2 stuns actually give him a lot of options.
I'm guessing Henry Cavill has more than one 40k army full painted. His Custodes army and extra armies if a friend visits him and they want to play 40k.
Well, much as I do love slagging off 40k players, and it's endlessly interesting to hear you brag about lifting, there's an interesting position here where unless Jimmy makes a nice little 1 in 9 failed dodge here,
oh yes,
Tackle Blitzer does have access to the ball.
Not anymore. Well,
I mean, if it were me, I'd be 4-3ing out of that.
Yeah.
Because at the moment, the knobs are in disarray. I think that extra space is probably a good idea, Jim.
He's going to 4-4-3. He has 3 rerolls that he is not going to use for the 1 turn. Turn 6, if he can get the ball on the ground, things could happen.
Well, yes.
He could then, after that, there is a free piece in the top right. There is also 1D on the strength 4 with block, and that will be free if it's a good one.
He is going to go for it. He's trying the 4-4-3. Makes the first 4. Re-rolls on the second. Makes it. He's through.
Oh, here we come. Just a push. Instant full reroll. Oh.
2 die on the ball carrier. I mean, yes, he had to 4-4-3 to get it, but with dodge, with some re-rolls, I mean, there is an argument that Jimmy left that a little more open than it needed to be.
Wait, what? It was the other block. All right, and a KO, that was happening so quick.
Well, I mean, finally, another 1 die did cost him this time. A blockless piece tried to 1 die a block piece. In fact, even a blodge piece. And it both downed into a re-rolled both down.
Yeah, that second
Hang on, I don't think you took the re-roll.
The first one makes sense because Free is a player, but the second one is like, this is not going to end well.
No, he did accept it. He didn't use a re-roll on that. He's keeping that 1 re-roll he has safe in case he gets any other kind of shot.
And after the little moment of panic by Jimmy, now I think he's going to be able to secure the ball. very decently.
Yeah, I don't see any problems with a big stall here. A nice wide screen requiring several dodges through. Yeah, even better, he's tagged. He's decided he's got the spare piece to not care if one dies on the tackle. I mean, some might think he could have moved the strength 4 before doing that block, the other strength 4, into a defensive position for the ball, but the best that the tackle blitz has got is a 4-4-3 and then 2 rushes to get a hit.
Jimmy still has the blitz.
Now. Yeah, it was about if that 1 in 36 into 1 in 36, which is very unlikely.
Here comes the blitz. Gets the pow.
Full pow on the tackle piece.
That's a big one. Hit and run. There you go.
And the other blitzer, in case you're wondering, is 10 squares away from the ball, so it can tag it, it cannot hit it, even if it does a 3+, 3+, 2+, 2+. It doesn't bother, it's just to run away and accept the score.
He should have run more away.
I share that. If you're going to dodge off and run the full 7. Don't get hit at all.
Yeah.
Because Jimmy will set up a 3 die on this. Absolutely.
100%. Into another probably 3 dice if he has the chance. Which he's going to have. That's all he needs 1 more assist to get 3 dice on the second block.
Allowing him a total of 6 without even using
6 dice in searching for a POW.
There he gets it.
There you go. It was 100% chance. 1 in 6 results, rolling 6 dice. That's 100% pure maths. And there you go. Jimmy managed to score the 1-0. And now there is the KO rolls for the Nobs, which have been absolutely atrocious.
Yep, 1 in 4 returns. Now, I think we saw a dispirited Nobs at the end of that half. That dodge off and then just stopping made me think there's maybe a little bit of tilt going on. The fact he's only got 1 of 4 KOs back, and there's a second roll, but he needs all of them to be at 11 for the second half. That now looks very unlikely. And Jimmy, of course, even if he loses some Amazons, does have 1 still on the bench.
Oh. Just an armor break there, and now going to maximize dice. Trying to get, there you go. He needs something to happen now or be very lucky with the KO rolls because 3 guard pieces are out.
Yeah.
KO.
It's been brutal on the bodyguards this half. It doesn't look like he's setting up for a foul, but, you know, I've been wrong before. 1983, I think it was. Yeah, deciding with the numbers now, and he just can't risk it. Does get 2 of the 3 back, so he has a 10-man team.
1-0 for Jimmy. But now the thing is, the Suns are extremely strong in defense.
Yeah, and without the big guy leading that drive forwards and down one of the guard bodyguards, the Nobs are really going to feel the pressure here.
Okay, the Nobs can have a feint on manual, and that's bad. But everybody has dodge in manual, and that's even worse.
If I knew I was playing Jimmy, I would absolutely have my fend on manual, just knowing it will probably upset him.
And wait for the last second every time.
Oh yeah, always take some time on the decision, even though you know what it is instantly.
Pause the game. Perfect selection.
Okay, we see the Nobs sort of trying to set up an anti-blitz defense here, I think. Clearly they've seen Jimmy do some commentary, but failing utterly. The space between the wide players and the 2 players central is too large. You can just wander through, blitz the ones in that are 4 spaces back, and have access to anywhere in the backfield you want.
Oh, that ball could go to a square just behind the LOS.
But a touchback's very likely, and yes.
Yes.
After a couple of
a touchback.
Ineffective catches, which you really don't want to catch by if you've only got 3 on the line of scrimmage, using those guards did not mean he needs more there.
Wait. Why did he give the ball to the tackler? That must be a misclick.
I don't know, chat, can anyone find a good reason for giving it to the tackle piece, not the blodge piece? Because I'd want to be hitting with my tackle piece and running on my blodge piece. And
maybe he wants just to blitz with the ball carrier and score, you know, and having tackle makes it more spectacular.
Yeah, so it's showmanship. Definitely what you should do when you're down a touchdown and down men's.
Yes, the good old 5 SPP play.
Okay, Lord, none of us believe you're stretching unless it's for a pint. Oh, I see in your idea as to why he gave it to the blodge piece with the tackle. I get it.
Only one player to protect. I don't know, eh?
Yeah, I don't know. But, I mean, I just can't find any reason at all to do that. I think it's not.
I think it was a misclick. Because he didn't want any space or anything. The other...
yeah, okay. Okay, I mean, I'm going to steal the ideas of the smarter guys. If we're looking for a good reason, it's that down numbers, you might need to both blitz. You might need to blitz through getting the POW and then dodge afterwards to get the score done. And
that's
obviously
exactly what I said earlier.
Yes, but people that know about Blood Bowl have said it now.
Ah, okay. You said in the Blood Bowl wisdom way. Okay.
But yeah, that's literally the only reason, and it's a terrible reason. I mean, I'd want my tackle piece just killing Amazons left, right, and centre, and I'd want my ball safe while I do that. But yeah, maybe exactly. Faemir was miles off, completely wrong with the only possible reason for it. Yep. I still want to put my money on a misclick, or just a suboptimal decision.
I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, and this is why. See, we've instantly had to centralise our most aggressive piece. I just don't think that's okay. And then we're blitzing with a lineman, not even our blodge piece, so we can't take a both down. Not sure I can defend that really either. You have to get the Amazons hit here. You need to get a couple off the pitch. They are only AV8+. You can take a both down if you've got block. You shouldn't be blitzing with the retainers, in my humble opinion.
Okay, I'm back.
We've missed you. Chat's already turned on me.
Yeah. When is your next tabletop tournament, and after that triumph at the UKTC?
Okay, this is not going to help with what basically Do Nothing just said, but I actually had one last weekend for me and won it.
There you go. Oh my God, from the tabletop tournament to tabletop tournament.
It was a pairs event, so I did have some help, but both me and my partner went 3-0-0. He came third in the standings, I came second. So the best individual wasn't either of us. That was the lovely Rumbad. But we did win it's a pairs event, and we won the pairs event.
Wait a second. Drama? What is the drama? Where I can read the drama? That's the only reason I'm here. Reddit drama? Oh, that's the best drama.
I tried to say something I thought was just mildly amusing. I wasn't even trying to be controversial. And yet I can manage it without even trying. It just seems it comes naturally to me. In advertising one world,
Reddit is not right in Reddit. Just read Reddit and move on.
I'm not giving up on them. There are people there that like Blood Bowl. I'm not giving up. So I do advertise one world, one Blood Bowl there, despite not being popular.
Okay. So advertise things is fine.
Yeah. And this time, as I always do in my adverts for One World, One Blood Bowl, I try and put some levity, some mirth in to make it light in tone. I very often insult myself. I almost always insult at least one of my guests. And this time I chose what I thought was a fairly harmless phrase. And in telling them where and when it would be, instead of just putting a time and a date, which is very boring, I put September the 7th, 9 p.m. on my Twitch channel, in the year of our Trump 2025. And that sole word.
What you have done? You used the word. You used the name.
I did use the word of doom.
Oh my God. My God.
And the judgment came swift and negative upon me. Yeah, I wish I could say I cared, Hargrim. I mean, I really thought it wasn't even political. You could take it either way. I was obviously being mildly silly and sarcastic, but it certainly wasn't aggressively insulting. I don't think any way to read it that I was defending him, but I guess if you don't know me, you might. But I did seem to upset both people that love him and people that hate him. So, I mean, a kind of deadly double without even trying.
Maximum engagement.
Absolutely. Right, let's get back to the game. So Jimmy here really doesn't need to be aggressive in his defense, of course. He just needs to stop them scoring. He's men up. He's positionally advantaged. He has all his good pieces, and none of that is true of the nobility. Jimmy even still has his apothecaries. So, yeah, he's in a fantastic position, and it really is on the knobs to find some space, to make some damage, to try and get away through this. They do have some tools still. They have some stand firm. That which isn't on the ground stunned.
That's not the role you want.
Oh, wow. So we are blitzing with the ball carrier, which is, I mean, it's a choice.
And now he has to do, yes.
Yeah, he has to run away.
He has
on a rush.
Yeah, on a rush. That's a...
Oh, well, I mean, that piece doesn't have stand firm. So if Jimmy can find anything onto it, he can easily surf it. I mean, it is protected by two bodyguards that do have stand firm. Seducer of Trolls is putting other pieces there, so yeah, I think it's now probably safe from the surf, but it's...
But he will have to go back next turn if he manages.
And he was in a very tough spot, to be fair. He had 3 stunned pieces on the ground. So... only 7 pieces to move, and he decided he would put them all into danger and blitz with the ball. I mean, he does have to get something happening. He needs some traction on this team. He is running out of turns, and he's in a bad spot. So, who's to say if it was right or wrong? I mean, except that it was wrong. Because the ball shouldn't be on the tackle piece. Now, if Jimmy does find a way to promote his Amazon in, which I'm certain he's going to, then even though it's 2 die uphill to surf the ball, I'm certain in my bones that Jimmy will try it. He's got 4 rerolls. He can still have a good defense even before he does that. So he doesn't even need the blitz to do it. It's just going to be something he will do, because if he doesn't, I'll be cross with him. 2 die uphill, only needing a push with a reroll is incredibly good odds of happening. So I would be genuinely amazed if we do not see this. He's put the piece in place. Yeah, those 2 linemen were not ideally positioned. You could even say badly positioned, and I wouldn't, because I'm trying to be nice.
He's going to try to optimize things even more.
Well, yes, because he doesn't need the blitz to hit the ball, so why not?
And that's another KO.
Brutal KO.
Brutal. Now the hit and run. Do nothing?
Yeah, you probably want to stay there. I mean, it protects the thrower piece on the sideline, which is probably fine anyway, but why not? And now with a good defense in place, so even if this does fail, there's not really any danger of them breaking through. He can try the uphill, and if it works, he's still got a piece left to go, 2 pieces left to go and fetch it. One of his blitzers and one of the strength 4, or to mark it, or to just cause problems. And
here we go, push. Red dice, no need for reroll, a straight push, which, let's be honest, is the specialty of JimmyFantastic, rolling pushes. Well, so that's it. This is absolutely tragic for the...
He knows how to use what he knew was coming. Out the player goes. It's fine. The player, not the play. And the ball goes somewhere where it's just going to be retrieved by Jimmy now. So he moves the strength 4 into a shielding position. So there's a screen stopping anything coming through if he fails the pickup, which he doesn't. I'm prepared to say this is over, kids. If you were looking for a time to go to the loo, this would be it. There's nothing left to see here now.
There is even rain. Wait, it was raining. It was raining to make things even... Oh my god.
Yeah, I hadn't realised that either, so well done.
Well, Seducer of Trolls. Well, I just realised it when Jimmy activated the pitch. And then I checked the roll and it was like, oh my god.
I must have said this 3 times. Could not the little marker behind the end of turn button with the timer on it, could that not be either colour-coded for weather or have a little tiny weather picture behind it? It would make life so much easier for those of us that don't want the ugly pitches.
Or just the regular pitch that people can activate also have the weather effects.
Yeah. And they could be turned off separate to changing the pitch to the normal one. That would be very complicated, though. Or you could have a little button elsewhere on this definitely not over-cluttered user interface.
I mean, there is still a few. There is still a few keys of the keyboard that doesn't have a hotkey. It looks like the UA of a flight simulator, where you have to use every single key of the keyboard to do things.
Yes. I'm old enough to remember when some games arrived with overlays you put on your keyboard to show you where to press things.
Yep. Another KO, just because...
Yeah.
Okay.
Because usually in Blood Bowl, when things are bad, they get worse.
Reroll into another removal, maybe. Question mark.
Only
Only a stand. Oh my God. Well, Brutal Deluxe, baby. In defense of CNI, I have to say that the other pitches are designed by the Games Workshop, and they are horrible by default.
There's a couple I don't hate. I just don't use them because they're very unclear. I mean, I actually think the Nurgle pitch is a lovely bit of sort of graphical artwork. I don't even mind the Dark Elf pitch. They're just not clear enough to play effectively on.
Exactly. I mean, the whole point of the pitch is to play the game, and if you can't play the game, something is failing there.
Oh, you're sweetly old-fashioned. The point of the pitch is to sell things to people, and hence it just needs to look like.
Selling things that you can actually use is better.
I mean, it's better for those of us that play the game, but we're a small minority of the people that buy the things.
True.
Yes, and we do now have changeable colours of lines and changeable size of the grid markings, which does make some of those sort of more graphically, let's use the word interesting pitches, much easier to play on if you choose to. But we're in a tough spot here for Seducer of Trolls. Only 7 pieces on the pitch.
He's been in a tough spot since turn 1.
Yes, that's true.
He made
quite happy to
plays.
pretend that it's those rough dice at the start that have led to this loss.
Some plays that could be, questionable, open for debate, but then the end of the story, he could have also made the perfect plays, and if the dice are not there, there is beautiful. Jimmy blitzing with the ball.
Well, yeah, which I'm not entirely sure why, but we don't need the 2-0, do we? I don't know. I haven't looked at the rules. It might be that touchdowns matter in some way, but yeah.
So enough to put the piece on the center of the cage.
Yeah. I mean, wins matter more, but there's a lot of Amazons that can come around and make this safe. I'm not worried. And even on that blitz, it would be extraordinary dice. I mean, I've never seen a quad skull rolled in my life for that to have gone wrong.
Never have. Never. It's a result that doesn't exist on Blood Bowl.
No. I mean, I have rolled some quad skulls. I just don't look. That's why I've never seen them. And it is safe as houses back in its cage.
And seems that Jimmy, after his draw versus Goblins, is going to manage to win this. Is this the second game?
Yes, this is round 2. We already have a glorious draw yesterday for the squad, which was in no way luck influenced. And now it looks like we're going to go a point ahead. Andrew Davison yet to just doxed him. AndyDavo yet to declare when his game will be, and the mighty KFoged not playing until a week tomorrow.
Okay, this is a nice
lovely move there.
Seducer of Trolls.
I do like that.
There you go.
There we are. We can all agree that was a nice play. Getting a lovely little surf there.
Could have been to Amazon's gone if it was an armor break or a cast the first in the blitz, but there you go.
Yeah, it's stunning. And we've got one stunned on the edge there, another one trapped on the edge that'll have to 1 in 9 off. Jimmy doesn't like dodging. And we do have 5 pieces in front of the ball cage, so we can perhaps try an assault next turn, which we also need to then score in, and we don't have a scoring threat. But, take what we can get. It was a lovely surf move. So no rerolls left and no one in scoring range. Other than that, though, we do have some pieces stopping Jimmy getting a second touchdown, which I'm not sure he gives a damn about, but he might theoretically try.
Yes, the knobs have no pieces on a scoring range. as far as I can see.
I'm looking all out. I mean, I've got my own client up and I've searched to see if there's one like hidden deep in the backfield, and sadly I can confirm there really isn't.
So Jimmy is now aiming to get in the extra touchdown that will maybe help in touchdown difference or anything like that, or just scoring another touchdown, because this is Blood Bowl. It's a game about scoring touchdowns at some point.
Is it? I thought it was a game about painting your pieces and then telling everyone else how much
No,
your pieces are than theirs.
No, because there you are not playing the game. You are painting miniatures. There's two different hobbies. Two complete different hobbies, and for some people, totally opposite hobbies.
I mean, should we pretend this matters? There we are. He's dashing through with the ball, looking for that last-minute touchdown. It's what the crowd wants to see. It'll bring some excitement. He's made sure to leave it somewhere where it's blitzable. That's really nice of him, creating a bit of drama for us.
Jimmy is still with 3 rerolls. So it's raining, which anyone that's seen any American movie about American football in the big games, it's always at least raining.
At least for part of it.
Yeah. There is another, they go, they start snowing. There was a few weeks where a tabletop major had a primary tiebreaker of best painted. Wait, is that for real? That was an actual tiebreaker, but it was something for in a fun thing, just for the laughs.
Has left this ball exposed to a 1 die from a blitzer, needing only a 6 to knock it
over.
Doesn't get the 6.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Would you believe
mercy.
it?
No mercy!
Knobs OP.
And there we go, a 2-0 win.
2-0 for JimmyFantastic, UKTC champion.
Joined.
Blasting through after his draw with Goblins into a win.
Yep. This is, in fact, our team for the Blood and Tears team tournament is, in fact, the UKTC winning Team Fantastic. Glorious.
It is.
There you go.
There's been a lot of talk about tactics and theatrics going all around the world, and proving themselves as an incredibly strong, tactical-minded, gamey foursome that can win in absolutely anywhere, but not in the most important tournament in England, of course. But it gives them something to aim for, which is nice.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, knobs aren't very good, are they? And I got really lucky with the ogre Kaz. That foul was huge, wasn't it? And after that, it was just.
That ogre was offered to you, and you accepted the sacrifice.
Well, yes, I mean it was. I wouldn't have done that blitz, but I do understand why he did. He saw a chance at taking one of the strength 4 blockers out. I'd have been interested if it was a both down. Would he have taken it? But. Yeah, when it didn't work, it did leave that.
Yeah. Besides that, he had a horrible luck with the dice and the cast.
Yeah.
I mean, having most of your guard pieces disappear, usually not good.
Indeed, yeah. Yeah, I did think about moving the Garda back as well, right? I hadn't blocked with the Garda. I could have gone back to not get hit, and I thought, well, he can't actually hit me with anything except the ogre, and that's a bit risky if he does that. And then he did it, and I thought, do you know what? That might have been the right play, right? Because he's got knobs. He's got knobs,
yeah, it might have been.
So it might have actually just been the right play. But,
and he had to think there's a good chance that even if it gets knocked over, it gets back up again and has a guard in the middle of your pieces, which isn't terrible. And again, all the the bodyguard removals. If you're playing knobs, you do have to try and put that stand firm guard in places where it will hurt, and hope you get some pushes, and that way you can gain some advantage. And it just didn't work this time.
No, I got lots of powers. He gave me lots of blocks, but I did get lots of powers, and I got great AV rolls and everything. So, yeah, very nice. A very nice game from Jim. Good dice. Good dice.
What did you think of his decision to place the ball on the tackle piece?
It's not what I would have done, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, I mean, I did say it was wrong, so the answer is I'm to say it was wrong.
Yeah.
Yes, it was
I
wrong.
think that was a misclick.
Maybe a miss C, but maybe it was a misclick. Maybe he was just going to blitz with it, and I've done that before. I've clicked on the LOS with a guy who was going to punch, and then gave the ball to them, right? So he could have been just going to blitz with it straight away.
Yeah.
There's a chance.
Yeah, it might be that. Yeah.
Because Dimmy didn't he? Dimmy was going to move a zombie first thing, and he just gave the ball to it on a touchback. So it is definitely a thing that
Ex Blood Bowler Dimmy G. Can we talk a tiny bit about the decision for you to do a 2-die block with the ball carrier?
I didn't know if touchdown difference is something that matters, so I thought, look, even if I quad skull, I'm still going to win, aren't I? That's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably true, but yes, I might have at least put one more piece around there just in case before I did it, but it was almost certainly going to be fine.
Yes. Yeah, no, I shouldn't have gone for the 2-0 probably. I mean, I don't know what the tiebreakers are, but I imagine if touchdowns are a thing, they'd be really far behind, and probably the chance of them ever mattering is ridiculously low, but I thought I should try for 2-0.
There should come a time where one of us probably reads the rules.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, is it?
It's certainly something we should think about.
Tends to be useful to play the game, read the rules, but not mandatory at all.
It's overrated, isn't it? It's a bit try-hardy.
Yeah.
We don't want to come over as toxic elite or anything like that.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway, thank you very much, Faemir and PC. Glorious having you both in the booth. Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure. Don't watch the VOD.
Always a pleasure to be here. And see you next time.
Glorious. And thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and stay fantastic.